When Rockstar Games announced that the San Andreas Mercenaries update was going to be coming out in the middle of June, I thought it was because Rockstar was clearing the way for an announcement to be made for GTA 6 sometime in the summer. I was thinking with the update coming out in June, they'd have July free to make any sort of announcement they want without having to sort of compete or cross-promote various titles. But what Rockstar might have been doing is actually making an announcement possible sometime in October versus the summer. I'll explain all of that in this video today, and I was inspired to make this video because I actually saw this interesting comment. It came from a user, Bender, who said this: "I still remember thinking GTA 6 would be announced at the end of last year. We are now in June 2023. I guess an announcement this year is a given. We know that the San Andreas Mercenaries update has very little drip feed, but also contains new Halloween stuff. Thus, it wouldn't be likely that we get a new update before Halloween. So I'm wondering, how will they fill the gap until then?" Now, before we talk about that, there was another post that was made by a user, Jason, who said this: "An announcement in July would be weird, to be honest. Given the financial forecast, our current best guess for the first release period is fall 2024. So announcing the game in July and saying it's still a bit over a year away doesn't really fit with their MO. So I doubt it myself. Though I certainly wouldn't moan if I were wrong, but I do think if it's going to happen this year, it'll be October." So let's talk about the first comment that came out first, and that is that the San Andreas Mercenaries update doesn't have a lot of drip feed content. And for those of you guys that don't follow Grand Theft Auto Online, this is the content that arrives in the update, but is not released on day one. It's content that comes out over the following weeks and over the following months. And there really isn't a lot. On the San Andreas Super Auto site, there's only two new vehicles, the Bravado Buffalo EVX and the Pinard La Coreuse, or however you pronounce that final new car. On the San Andreas Super Auto site, you've only got two new cars as well, the Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire and the Albany Brigham. So those are the only two vehicles there. And we know that the Brigham is going to be one of the last release vehicles because it's actually tied to the Halloween update. And on Warstock Cash and Carry, we only have one new vehicle, and that's the weaponized Kanata. And then aside from that, we know we're just going to be getting two new electric bicycles in the game. And those electric bicycles are tied to one of the other new things that they're adding, the Junk Energy Time Trials. That's something we've talked about in a previous video. And outside the Junk Energy Time Trial stuff, basically the only other thing they've got going on is a handful of things regarding the Halloween update, like having a ghost hunt collectible and some, demonic animals that spawn in. But all of that obviously isn't going to occur until Halloween. So what Bender is saying is there isn't a lot of drip feed for Rockstar to do over the next couple of weeks and months. I mean, we're still in June right now, and the majority of the drip feed content isn't going to come out until Halloween. You obviously can't do the ghost hunt stuff or the demonic animals or give away the Ghost Exposed livery for free during July or during August. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. So we've basically got 3.5 to 4 months where Rockstar essentially only has like 4 vehicles to release, and then the only other thing they have outside of that is a set of time trials. That's not going to keep the community very happy for very long. So basically what he's saying is it looks like an announcement might come within those couple of months, the July, August, September period, to hold us over due to the extreme lack of content. Now, on the flip side of that, you heard from Jason, who said that an announcement in July or even like August or September wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because we know that our best guess and the best case scenario for this game coming out is going to be fall or winter 2024. So if Rockstar puts out an announcement, which would very likely come with a new trailer, that's exactly what they did with GTA 5, that's exactly what they did with Red Dead Redemption 2 as well. It would be weird if the trailer said at the end, hey, here's the release date. Oh, by the way, you have to wait 1.5 years for that to arrive. And honestly, the best example I think we've seen of that is Rockstar's most recently released game. With Red Dead Redemption 2 in their very first trailer, they said the game was going to be coming out in fall 2017. And that trailer, if you remember, came out in October 2016. So they were basically giving a 1-year guidance of when the game was going to be coming out. Now, it eventually got delayed till spring 2018 and then fall 2018. But initially, that's the date Rockstar gave us. So with GTA 6, it would feel weird if it's like, hey, here's the trailer in July. Oh, you've got to wait until winter or fall 2024 for this game to come out. That seems like a long, long time. Now, with Grand Theft Auto 6, things have obviously been a whole lot different. So maybe they would do something like that, but it would just seem a little bit unusual. Now, with the last update, we were all combing through the files looking to see if Rockstar would reveal anything through any of the content that they left in the game, and we all kind of zoned in on this one t-shirt that looked like it kind of had some connection to aliens or UFOs or the Mount Chiliad mystery Easter egg, and one of the shirts basically gave us some deciphered text that said, "One day we'll reveal all," and even myself said, you know what, that might be like a Grand Theft Auto 6 reference, but the more we actually look at it, there is a ton of alien UFO stuff in this update, and this actually might be Rockstar sort of hinting towards the final update for online, which you think might come sooner rather than later. And what better way to get us out of Los Santos than with the really underlining theme of the entire Grand Theft Auto Online Easter egg ecosystem, and that's been aliens and UFOs. And I'll show you guys some footage right now. This is coming from the Game File Gurus, and basically what they were able to do is they were able to go into the interior of this underground basement that Rockstar put in the game for Fort Zancudo and when you get abducted by the UFOs, and there's a lot of interesting stuff here that sort of matches a lot of the things that we found on that weird t-shirt with the deciphered coding. So I feel like this has to do with GTA Online and probably less to do with Grand Theft Auto 6, but I can guarantee you once GTA 6 is announced, there's going to be some sort of crossover and cross-promotion that occurs so that they can promote not only what's probably going to be the last update for GTA Online, but also promote some item that you might get or they will ultimately give away for free. Once the game does come out, it might be like a pre-order bonus or something like that, but there's definitely going to be some sort of cross-promotion that Rockstar ultimately does. So I don't believe that whatever Rockstar added in this update has to do with GTA 6. I think a lot of people, including myself, probably jumped the gun a little bit because you're like, oh wow, that has to be a hint, that has to be a hint. And even though it might not be an official hint, the announcement could come a whole lot sooner than we think. But we kind of looked at two sides of the coin here. If you do believe the announcement is going to come this year, when do you think it's going to arrive? Do you think it'll be sometime sooner, like in July, because Rockstar made the update, the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC, come out basically a month earlier? Or do you think it's going to be sometime around October, where Rockstar has also traditionally made all their other previous announcements for GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2? And I actually just thought of this. Rockstar came out with the San Andreas Mercenaries update in June. It's really likely that the next update isn't going to come out until December. Typically, the updates come out in July or August, and this one has even less content than normal. So they're almost going to run out of stuff to do probably around Halloween, which means they have a good little gap from October basically until December where there's not going to be any new content in online. So maybe Rockstar utilizes that time to make the announcement. Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there, or of course you can reach out to me on my Facebook page, where as always you can send messages, photos, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.